This is something a lot of people enjoy, you know, on a nice summer's night here in the nation's capital, a little fire pit in their backyard, various types of those available. Marc Messier is here from the Ottawa Fire Service. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I know you guys have been busy. A lot of our firefighters are exhausted right now.
Extremely busy. They're recovering.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, because of the way we were running the operations out there, the guys have had a chance to recover. But yeah. We're glad it's over.
That's got, you know, fighting a fire, a house fire, something like that in a contained area is a little different than brush fires and that sort of thing that the guys have been dealing with in the last few days.
Well, house fires are usually shorter term incidences, and forest fire, as you know, this one's been going, well, we're almost a week into it now.
Right.
And we're still not done there.
No, exactly. We're not sure that things are completely out at this point. What about these fire pits and so on people have in their backyards, Marc? Have they been banned right now? What's the story?
Well, these types of fireplaces are illegal in Ottawa.
In the city?
In the city. There is a bylaw against open-air burning in the city of Ottawa, and the only time you can do any open-air burning is if you have a permit.
Right, you must get a permit.
That's right. And we only issue permits out in the rural areas, like for farmers or people who purchase them for other purposes. But in the city of Ottawa, like urban Ottawa, you cannot have an open-air fire. So these, in fact, are not legal in Ottawa.
This is considered an open-air fire?
That's right.
Even though you've got screens or contained sort of fire pit things, it doesn't matter.
That's right. These are all illegal. Anything that is wood burning, like there's different models. I tried to find as many as I could. These are three of them.
Yeah.
They're not legal here.
But you do know that people have them.
Oh,
I mean, it's a fact, right?
Yeah.
There's all kinds. And they may not know they're illegal, for example.
That's right. And you know, there's some, like I've seen some of the chimeneas that are ceramic, and they are actually quite beautiful looking, and they make a nice lawn ornament, but you just can't burn in them.
Yeah, you shouldn't, especially right now.
Especially right now. With the burn ban in place, you know, we're asking people to be extra vigilant and to respect that burn ban, because we've had, well, we're averaging probably close to a dozen grass fires a day as a result of different causes. One of them you mentioned earlier was carelessly discarded cigarettes.
Yeah, that happens.
But you know, at nights we're still responding to about 6. Well, we were up until Monday when they announced the zero tolerance. Yeah, we were going to about 6 burn ban calls a night. So that's 6 people who were having illegal
do you
fires.
know the cause of these? I know some of them are flicked cigarettes, others could be these open fires or these fire pits or whatever. Do you have any clue?
No. I mean, sometimes we have an indication, but we have to rely on witnesses. So, I mean, if we get some witnesses that tell us that they saw 3 kids running from a field, and
well, yeah. But kids could be playing with matches.
That's right.
That's what could happen. But it's so tinder dry right now that things normally that might not start a brush fire or that sort of thing actually are occurring, right?
Well, a car parked on over some grass, running long enough, the catalytic converter can get hot enough to set off
that would spark a fire.
Somebody using power tools or chainsaw can set off a spark, set off a fire. So everything can set off. Anything that'll create a spark.
Right.
Create a fire.
I know I'm pretty careful. I have a charcoal barbecue, and when you light the lump charcoal, there's a bit of spark that comes off it. And I'm certainly in a rural or a city neighborhood, and I'm just careful. I got to watch the thing to make sure that nothing occurs, because even the grass along the side of your fence, along the side of your property, can catch fire pretty quick.
That's right. Well, which is kind of what happened over at Hopewell.
Yeah.
Start on the grass, spread to the deck, the tree, then the house.
Yeah, just like that.
Everything is very brittle right now.
I guess the message is be careful. Don't have open fires, and be very aware of where you are and what you're doing, anything connected with fire or spark, right?
That's right. Well, you touched on barbecues, and that's one of the things that we're advising people is to never leave their barbecues unattended, just as you wouldn't leave the stove unattended when you're cooking.
That's right.
Move it away from combustible things. So, you know, at least 10 feet away from the house, hedges, trees, fences. Yeah. Anything that can catch fire, and just keep an eye on it. Be careful.
Yeah. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. Marc Messier from the Ottawa Fire Service. Be careful, folks.